Prior to the debut of Love is Blind Season 6, social media conversations were dominated by Netflix's Love is Blind Season 5. Love is Blind, one of the greatest reality TV series, has gained popularity since its 2020 debut and is expected to remain one of the most watched programs through Love is Blind Season 7 and beyond. Season 5 of Love is Blind, which was purportedly the least interesting season, had several love triangles, breakups and reconciliations, as well as an early departure. Despite being a complete catastrophe, Love is Blind producers hailed the season as their best ever. It can be viewed as a failure because Lydia Velez Gonzalez and Milton Johnson were the only pair who remained together after the show. However, through their Instagram posts, viewers can discover more about their favorite Love is Blind Season 5 stars. As per the Netflix Tudum cast guide, Estefania, a 30-year-old teacher and dancer, is seeking a partner who can equal her diligent and enthusiastic nature. On Season 5 of Love is Blind, Estefania is willing to let go of her prior pickiness in order to find the ideal partner. Her Instagram handle, @estefbela, is where fans can find her. Despite not being a prominent cast member, she supposedly struck up a conversation. The producers declined to work with her. In Season 5 of Love is Blind, Chandra is a flight attendant searching for a man to ignite her amorous side. Even though Chandra has a history of being harsh with men, she is open to seeing past appearances in search of the ideal partner. However, the 32-year-old demands that anyone he or she considers as a long-term partner be prepared to accept responsibility for their acts. Fans of Love is Blind can follow Chandra on Instagram @Shanla. On the show, she did not discover love. Geologist Lydia Velez Gonzalez appeared on Love is Blind Season 5 in an attempt to get close to a tall, dark, attractive man with a huge personality. Lydia Zapata and Izzy Zapata first bonded by their common Latin background, but once Izzy ended their relationship, Lydia suffered a heartbreak. After Lydia and Milton established a connection, their romance developed into something more. But she was worried that her previous relationship with Yuch, a competitor, would ruin her and Milton's relationship. Still, the couple managed to get past the obstacle and tie the knot. Fans of Love is Blind can follow Lydia @Lav on Instagram. The 30-year-old HR specialist Maris has only ever been in a committed relationship once. But since that unexpectedly ended 6 years ago, Maris has been searching for a man who can withstand her strong will. Maris, who values her family, is looking for a man to whom she can provide meals at any time when he becomes hungry. @Maris_Cax is Maris' Instagram handle. On the show, she was unable to find love. The stylist Paige Tillman, 32, has a history of being kind to the wrong people in her past relationships. But now that she's fed up with being used, she wants a man who feels the same way about her as she does. Anyone who wants Paige must have a sincere heart and respect for staff members and waiters because she doesn't appreciate rude people. Fans of Love is Blind can follow Paige @Paytilly on Instagram. Paige connected with producers, but they decided not to pursue her. The 32-year-old veterinarian Renee's last romance ended 5 years ago, and she hasn't dated since. But in Love is Blind Season 5, Ren wants to meet a manly partner that matches her lifestyle after concentrating on her job over those years. Her username on Instagram is @MissReneePoch. Renee and Carter Wall were married, but because of her misbehavior, the producers decided not to broadcast her story. She and Kinetic Content are involved in a lawsuit. After being single for 2 years, Yuch, a lawyer and business owner, joined Love is Blind Season 5 in hopes of meeting an ambitious woman with a strong sense of humor. While in the pods, the 34-year-old and Aliyah instantly clicked, and their romance appeared to be headed towards marriage. But when Aliyah discovered that Yuchi had concealed his previous connection with Costa Lydia, things between them soured. However, Yuchi acknowledged that he was eager to pop the question to Aliyah and that he had no affections for Lydia. Sadly, Aliyah departed the pods before Yuchi had a chance to clarify. Fans of Love is Blind can follow Yuchi on Instagram @Imabothalug. 27-year-old marketing manager Erica has chosen to take her chances on Season 5 of Love is Blind because she is done with dating apps and can't bear the letdown they cause her. Because of her extraordinarily high standards, Erica won't accept a marriage that isn't as solid as her parents. She can be found on Instagram at Eric Anthony for Lovers of Love is Blind. On the show, she didn't find love. A focused professional, 32-year-old scientist Miriam prioritizes emotional connection over all else in Love is Blind Season 5. Any male Miriam could be interested in should be sincere, ambitious, and successful, and he should also be prepared to work hard in their relationship. At @Mima_ is Miriam's Instagram handle. Although she didn't find love on the show, she later reappeared as a member of the Pod Squad. Stacy Snyder joins Love is Blind Season 5 prepared to be vulnerable and open after less than a year of being alone. She fancied connecting with 31-year-old Izzy when the pods opened. During their pod dates, the two hit it off right away, and Stacy was motivated to write a poem about how he makes her feel. Even though she was reluctant to use the L word, Izzy was reassured by Stacy that he was serious about their relationship, and finally he proposed to her. Fans of Love is Blind can follow Stacy at @StacyRene926 on Instagram. Izzy was turned down by Stacy at the altar. The 32-year-old talent acquisition recruiter, Linda Chiamaka, comes from a loving Nigerian family that hopes to see her get married. Linda, who has been careful about relationships for years, wants to see past appearances and meet a man who values family and respect. Fans of Love is Blind can connect with Linda on Instagram at @Lindaki__. Linda, sadly, did not discover love within the pods. Mayra, a 25-year-old preacher on Season 5 of Love is Blind, is looking for a married man who values marriage and God. Mayra is looking for someone who is prepared to give up things in order to make their relationship work, as her last relationship ended tragically. Mayra's Instagram handle, @Mayra_city, is where Love is Blind fans can find her. Mayra, regrettably, was unable to connect on Love is Blind. Izzy, an insurance agent, was devastated and insecure after his previous engagement. Izzy joined Love is Blind Season 5 in search of an athletic lady who would love him without conditions, is open-minded, and has good communication skills after more than 2 years of being single. Izzy made friends with Stacy and Johnny Moraist after entering the pods, but the 32-year-old ended things with Johnny and went for Stacy instead. After a while, Izzy asked Stacy to marry him and went to the altar. Izzy was prepared for marriage, but Stacy turned him down. Izzy's Instagram handle is where Love is Blind followers can find him. Taylor Rue, a 26-year-old teacher, chose to try her luck at finding love on Season 5 of Love is Blind after being unmarried for 4 years. Since lying is the biggest turnoff for Taylor, her ideal husband should be taller than she is. Taylor also wants to meet him. Despite their on-screen chemistry and their trip to Mexico together, she and JP's relationship never materialized. Choosing herself, she walked off the stage. Instagram users who enjoy Love is Blind can follow Taylor at @Taylomru. After 2 years of being alone, 30-year-old special education teacher Robert Martinez is hoping to discover his future wife on Season 5 of Love is Blind. Robert is looking for the ideal person in the pods who will be trustworthy, devoted, and loving after experiencing difficulties with timing and commitment in his previous relationship. In the pods, he did not find love. Followers of Love is Blind can connect with Robert on Instagram at @RockWithRob. Project manager Chris Fox, 28, has a track record of pursuing the wrong lady. With the 5th season of Love is Blind, he hopes to buck that trend. But when Chris bonded with Johnny in the pod, he found himself drawn back into this enclosure. Chris was devastated when Johnny chose to pursue her relationship with Izzy over their close bond and in-depth discussions. But once Izzy broke up with Johnny, she made an effort to win Chris back. Chris, nevertheless, says he needs to choose someone who would always choose him and declines her proposal. After moving back to Houston, he started dating Johnny, but they broke up when he cheated on her. Chris can be found on Instagram at ChrisFoxy for Lovers of Love is Blind. 27-year-old software salesman Efrain Batista joined Love is Blind Season 5 in search of an extroverted, humorous, and athletic lady because he is sick of chatting to women who don't want to hang out in person. Efrain is a handsome man who is ready to be understanding and patient with the proper woman, but his weakness is thinking he's right a majority of the time. The show did not bring him love. Frayne is available to Love is Blind fans on Instagram at @efe03. Supply chain manager Ernesto Solorzano Jr. has always been prone to falling in love with ladies just because of their appearance. The 32-year-old, though, decided to keep the physical out and concentrate on the intellect, which is why he appeared in Love is Blind Season 5. Ernesto wants to discover an academic woman with a playful disposition who can hold a pleasant conversation after years of casual dating. Ernesto, regrettably, abandoned the pods. Fans of Love is Blind can follow him at @est_28 on Instagram. IQ travel nurse Alia Cosby has gained attention ever since she made her Love is Blind Season 5 debut. The 29-year-old, who hit it off with Uch right away, was upfront about her prior relationships, admitting she had cheated on her boyfriend since he was unable to meet her sexual needs and had not dated anyone for more than a year. Even nevertheless, Alia's relationship with Uch appeared to be going well until she found out that Uch and her friend Lydia had dated. Lydia also disclosed that they had just had intercourse. Before Uch could pop the question, Alia left Love is Blind because she couldn't bear the realization. Fans can still follow her at @alove4_ on Instagram. After years of putting his job above all else, geoscientist Connor Moore has made the decision to find the right person to share his hopes and objectives with. During Season 5 of Love is Blind, the 31-year-old aspires to meet a woman who is independent, smart, and speaks 2 languages. Even if Connor didn't find love on the show, fans can still reach him on Instagram at @connor__more. Financial advisor Enoch Culliver hasn't been in a relationship for the past 5 years and wants to find a companion without giving any thought to their appearance. In Love is Blind Season 5, the 27-year-old is hoping to find a devoted, passionate, self-assured woman who can match his intensity. It's possible that Enoch made a connection on the broadcast, but no one pursued him. Enoch uses the handle at Enoch_Culliver on Instagram. Jared Gibson, a university director, adores ladies with eccentric personalities and a fondness for dad jokes. The 34-year-old is willing to go above and beyond to win over his partners, and he is looking for a woman who can do the same. In Love is Blind Season 5, Jared longs to be with someone who loves him as much as he loves her. Jared, regrettably, left the show by himself. Jared can be found on Instagram at JaredInPictures for lovers of Love is Blind. Johnny, a corporate transactional attorney, and Izzy hit it off right away during their time in the Love is Blind Season 5 pods. The two clicked over their in-depth discussions about their personal lives. Unfortunately, it also served as the impetus for their breakup. Izzy found it difficult to accept Johnny's disclosure about her past marriage and relationship, so he decided to concentrate on his connection with Stacy. Johnny struck up a conversation with Chris, another competitor, but their relationship hasn't improved because they both know he is Izzy's backup plan. At Johnny Moraste is Johnny's Instagram handle. Firefighter Jared Pierce has never actually entered into a committed relationship. Previously, his relationships have been largely superficial, and the dating environment in Houston, where he resides, is quite gaudy. Jared doesn't believe that using dating apps or going out to bars will help him find a committed partner. In Love is Blind Season 5, the 32-year-old thinks his narrative will be different. Regretfully, Jared was unable to establish a link with the pods. Jared is accessible to fans on Instagram at @InstallishJared. Sales professional Josh Simmons has dreamed of being on a website similar to Love is Blind in order to locate the ideal woman and start a family. Josh took a year and a half off the dating scene after his past engagements left him unlucky in love. The 32-year-old is eager to be forthright and honest on Love is Blind Season 5 after his previous heartbreak, but he left the pods unattended. Josh's Instagram handle @Simmons1818 is where fans can find him. Hopeless romantic Carter Dale Wall works as a construction worker and thinks that his spontaneity and naivety would help him make the most of his time on Love is Blind Season 5. The 30-year-old is seeking a woman who will value his traditional yet receptive outlook on life and is prepared for a long-term relationship. Carter's tale was removed from the broadcast, demonstrating his toxic nature. Fans of Love is Blind Season 5 can follow him at @CarterDaliol on Instagram. Personal trainer Justice Curry has remained unmarried for years in order to concentrate on his work. On the other hand, Justice is now prepared to put love first. In Love is Blind Season 5, the 28-year-old, who is empathetic, a good listener, and occasionally romantic, wants to meet a woman who is driven and has lofty goals of her own. Justice, regrettably, stayed off the show. Justice uses the handle @TheTrainerJustice on Instagram. Following his Season 5 premiere on Love is Blind, 25-year-old Milton Johnson bonded well with Lydia during his time in the pods. But because of their 6-year age difference, Lydia started to gravitate towards Izzy, another competitor. However, after breaking her heart, Milton and Lydia resumed their romance, which could result in a proposal. Fans of Love is Blind can follow Milton on Instagram